Under the patronage of the Minister Delegate at the Presidency in charge of Defense and the Minister of Social Affairs, Mindef celebrates the 32nd edition of the International Day of Persons Living with Disabilities at the Military Headquarters Brigade in Yaoundé under the theme Amplifying the Leadership of Persons with Disability for an Inclusive and Sustainable Future. Presiding over the event is the Minister of Social Affairs, Pauline Irengwene, alongside the representative of the Minister Delegate at the Presidency in charge of Defense, Kumpa Issa, Secretary of State to the Minister of Defense in charge of Veterans and War Victims. A ceremony characterized by sporting activities permit persons living with disabilities to showcase their sport prowess while transmitting to the public the difficulties they encounter on a daily basis. This year's celebration is special.
The key to our country's success in addressing the challenges we face lies in our ability to empower more persons with disabilities. Among other things, we must facilitate their social and professional integration by encouraging and supporting those seeking to break free from the shackles of dependence. Their success is essential to building an inclusive society where equal opportunities are a daily reality and where every person with a disability is respected, valued, and empowered. Together, let us move resolutely towards the realization of this ideal.
As the celebration unfolds, participants use this opportunity to air out their worries regarding the challenges they encounter and transmit them to the authorities.
While we recognize the efforts made by the various actors in the inclusion of persons with disability, we cannot remain silent regarding the precarious living conditions faced by the vast majority of us. These obstacles are of all kinds: physical, psychological, sociocultural, and economic. Indeed, despite the richness and beauty of the legal text for the protections of persons and promotions of persons with disability, we note that the school enrollment rate of persons with disability remains very low. Many qualified persons with disabilities are unemployed, and even if they are employed, they are still at the bottom of the ladder.
The celebration brings together talented military sportsmen and women with disabilities showcasing their talent in marathon, talk of war, arm wrestling, and others. With contentment and joy, participants continue to appreciate the government efforts in recognizing the living conditions of persons living with disabilities.
We want to be with everybody in the society. We want to be considered as members of our society, so we can help our society to develop. We are very, very glad. We are very happy for this day, which is a day for persons with disabilities.
I want to thank the Minister Delegate at the Presidency in charge of Defense and the Minister of Social Affairs who made it possible for this celebration to be a success. This year's celebration reminds military personnel and civilians living with disabilities the potential they possess and government's effort to bridge the gap between people living with disabilities and the population. Winners of the various sporting activities receive prizes accompanied by gifts from the Ministry of Social Affairs. A ceremony spiced up with traditional dances, artists and humorists proved successful as participants are hoping for a better celebration come 2025.